Hi there, welcome to your practice. We're going to start this one seated. Your legs can be in any position you like. We'll take one hand under one hip, move the skin out and back. Same thing on the other side. Now we're going to begin with some breath work. So you're welcome to have your eyes gently closed or just find something to focus on, maybe the top of your mat with a soft gaze. And we'll begin here just breathing at the pace of your own breath. So nothing you have to change. Beginning to just settle into this moment, this breath, this body. And we're working here with yoga for a new beginning. And we can use the breath to support that practice. So you might like to, as you inhale, just draw in anything that you need. Maybe a sensation, a color, a word. And then using the exhale to let go of anything that you don't need. Continuing to work in that pattern as long or short as feels good for you. And as you are breathing here with or without that, I'm going to share a poem which is called For a New Beginning, and it's by John O'Donohue. In out-of-the-way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you are ready to emerge. For a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. It watched you play with the seduction of safety and the gray promises that sameness whispered. Heard the waves of turmoil rise and relent, wondered, would you always live like this? Then the delight, when your courage kindled, and out you stepped onto new ground, your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon you will be home in a new rhythm, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. Let's just take a few more breaths here, letting that sink in any ways that feel good. And then we're going to draw from that last line, for your soul senses the world that awaits you. And bring that sensing into the body. And from our body's sensation, begin to move. So this is all about moving in a way that is interesting, feels good, you're curious about right now. Nothing needs to look like a quote-unquote yoga pose. There's no right or wrong. If you're not sure, simply begin. A lot of times when I'm not sure if I'm doing this, if I just start making some different movements, then I get drawn into others. So we'll just take a little more time here, moving in any ways that you want or need. And then we're going to take this movement that's coming from sensing inside, outside our bodies, up to standing. So make your way as slowly or quickly as you like, in whatever way you like, up to standing. There's no rush to get there if you find any movements you want to make along the way. Whenever you do come to standing, we can continue this process. So now the body is in a little different relationship to gravity. We have access to it in different ways. So seeing what might feel good for you here. Taking a little more time with this. Maybe coming back to inhaling what you need, exhaling what you don't. Letting this beginning be driven by breath and by sensing within. When you're ready, we'll come to a standing position. Feet are a comfortable distance apart, little micro bend in the knees. Lifting the sternum, broadening across the collarbones, between the shoulder blades and the back. Turn your palms to face forward. Let's take one breath here. And now we're going to sync our breath with our movement. So inhaling, you're going to come up, bring the arms into a V. Exhale, round a little, sweep the arms back. So it's inhale up, head can look up if that's good for your neck. Exhale, round. So we're going to continue this a few more times. And you can begin to fold forward if you like, but you don't have to. Again, you're making it your own. So finish the one that you're on and do one more. And then we'll meet back in the middle. So grab your blocks here, bring them toward the front of your mat. Make sure you have enough space behind you, and we're going to walk back. So you want about a leg's distance at least from your blocks. Now turn your left toes out about 30 degrees. Step your right foot forward. Now we're going to turn the torso to face the top of the mat. And a few times we're going to inhale, bend that front knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. So we're warming up the knee. We're also seeing where is a good place for you to hold in this moment. If you're bending past your front ankle, take a little longer stance. Next time you're through the bent knee, go ahead and hold it. Now we're going to hold here for a bit. So this is always true, but it's particularly true when you're holding. You want your back leg to be part of the support. So we want to take advantage of all the support that we have. So making sure you're pressing down fully under the triangle of support under both feet. So pressing under the ball of the big toe, pinky toe, center of the heel. Another wonderful support that we have here is the breath. So continuing to breathe and noticing how you respond. Sometimes resistance comes up. Sometimes we hold the breath. Sometimes we find we're enjoying something more than we might have thought. Pressing hands together in front of the heart. Again, there's no right or wrong reaction, just as there was no right or wrong movement earlier. It's really about observing. Arms could come up overhead. If they do, let the shoulders drop down. You can always return the hands to any of the prayer positions, including hands on hips. You might like to apply the syncing of the breath, inhaling what you need, exhaling what you don't here. Inhale here. Exhale, we're going to move to a twist. Right hand to the hip. Left hand can land on the belly or somewhere on the thigh, just not right on the knee. If your arm feels stuck on your chest at all, you can always try to pick it up, bring it over more, or use your hand to tuck it under the arm. Continue to press evenly under both feet. Head can look a little right. Your next inhale, we're going to come center with the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Bring the hands to the blocks. When you're ready, in one or more steps, we're going to step the back foot forward. You might need to move the front foot back a little, coming to an even forward bend. Legs are working towards straight. If they are, you might notice if you naturally have bend in the elbows, you could dial your blocks down. Either way, let the head release down. Again, we're going to breathe here. Now, if you have your hand on the highest height of the blocks, bend your knees more, bring them to medium. We're going to get the blocks into our hands, so holding on to them. Begin to walk the blocks forward. You can continue to walk them forward. You might also walk the feet back a little bit. We're going to come into a down dog shape here with the support of the blocks. So bend your knees a lot. Press your hips and thighs back to lengthen the spine. Ears are roughly between the biceps. And again, we breathe and stay. Let's take one more breath here. And bending the knees, walking forward to that forward bend again, maybe moving the blocks back. And then press down through your feet firmly. Tuck your chin lightly to your chest. And so slowly come up. So we've been down for a while. You do not want to rush coming up. You'll bring the spine up. Once you come to standing, then slowly untuck the chin. Okay, so we're going to do our next side. Walk on back. Hands to the hips. This time we're going to turn the right toes out. Step the left foot forward. Turn the torso face front. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. A couple more times. Again, if you're bending past your front ankle, take a little longer stance. When you're ready, hold through the bent knee. Now remember, back leg is here. It can help. So press out through that pinky toe side of the back foot, especially by using the whole triangle of support. Apply the breath. This is a great opportunity to see if anything's coming in to help you that might not actually be helping. So common culprits, toes deeply gripping the mat like you're about to fall off a tightrope. So if that's happening, just for a moment, lift up your toes, set them back down. Clenching your jaw, holding your breath. Tension in any other places of the body. If you know, for example, you tend to hold a lot of tension in your shoulders, just for a moment, shrug them up and then let them come down. We all have these patterns of how we face challenges. And there's nothing bad about that. Our bodies are trying to help us. But on the mat, we have the opportunity to practice letting that go if it's not ultimately helping us, because your jaw is really not supporting you in this pose as much as my body likes to think it is. I'm definitely a tight jaw person. Hands could press in front of the heart here. Maybe arms coming overhead, shoulders dropping down. Again, hands can be in any position that's working for you. We'll inhale here. Exhale to the twist. Left hand to hip, right hand to the belly or above the thigh. Head can look a little left if you feel steady. Otherwise, head looks down. Now we're going to inhale, center. Exhale, fold, hands to the blocks. One or more steps, back foot forward, front foot back maybe a bit, till you find that good position for you. Head can release down. Work with the blocks like we talked about earlier, finding what's supporting you. Head releases down. Now, begin to walk your blocks forward. You could also walk the feet back a bit. Bend the knees a lot. Thighs press back. Ears between the biceps. Now bend the knees. Walk yourself forward. Bring the blocks back towards you. Pause here, press through your feet. Lightly tuck chin to the chest. Again, keep that chin tucked. Slowly come up. Untucking the chin last. Making your way to that comfortable standing position. We'll bring hands together in front of the heart. Take them up to the forehead. May I think of myself with kindness. To the eyes, may I see myself with compassion. To the mouth, may I speak to myself with love. To the heart, to seal it in, we'll inhale and exhale. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.